Good afternoon, my beloved brothers and sisters. Welcome to the Bell Ringer Show. I'm your host, Brother Sam Bell. I like to give all praise and honor to the Creator, no matter what you call him. Different culture call him by many names. Muslim call him by Allah, Christian call him by God, Jews call him by Yahweh. Whatever name you feel comfortable in calling the Creator, call out to him. I want to thank my brother Eddie Gray Hope for allowing me to come on the show today and present this Black History. I wouldn't say program, something to talk about Black history. I understand that my belief and other belief, Black history is 365 days a year. But since they allowed us to celebrate it this month, and this when most all people celebrate in this month, I asked the brother, could I come on this show and present a couple of pictures and things that I want to elaborate on and everything like that. I want to thank my brother Dice, for coming in. We're running a little late today, so the show will be short today. But if it be God will, this Thursday right here, we'll pick it up from 5 to 6. So everybody tune in and let the people know to tune in. Because this, what I'm going to talk about, some of you probably have never heard before the day in your life. I know the public food system don't teach it. School system, food system, don't teach what I'm finna expound to you. And like I said, we all want to give the Creator thanks because we don't know what tomorrow going to bring us. Every time turn around now, you hear about somebody dying or getting killed. So we got to be grateful and thankful. So before I start the show, I want to present to you a brother who I study up under, who I admire very much. And I want you to just listen to this brother and some of the things he's saying. It's called Oath to the Ancestors. And we as black people, we are lost our connection to our ancestors. So when he called out the ancestor name, some you know, some you don't know. We all have ancestors. One thing about the African culture, they didn't believe in angels with wings flying around, nothing like that. They believe in their ancestry. And when they got in trouble in things, they called upon their ancestors. So when you listen to this brother call upon the ancestor, call upon your ancestor. You got your grandmama, your granddad, your dad, your mother, who are left this plane and gone to another plane. So play it, Brother Dice.
Here we go. Oath to the ancestors. Lift your voices with me and the brothers as we honor those who have gone before us today. Okay? Let's say it like we mean it. Come on, everybody. Oh, ancestors, better than 1,000 midnights. African ancestors, it is to you that lead your children give respect and honor. Yes. Oh, ancestors, we call upon you and welcome you in this place. African ancestors, let your presence fill this place. Oh, ancestors, who have been purposely excluded from the history books so that the world would not know of your greatness. Our African ancestors, who gave civilization to the world. Our African ancestors, who gave the arts to the world. Our African ancestors, who gave music to the world. Our African ancestors, who gave the sciences to the world. Our African ancestors, who gave mathematics to the world. Our African ancestors, who gave medicine to the world. Our African ancestors, who gave literature to the world. Our African ancestors, who gave philosophy to the world. Our African ancestors, who gave God consciousness to the world. Oh, ancestors, we thank you for devoting your life to make a future for us, your children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Now stand with us, strengthen us, guide us, teach us, and protect us from the snare of our enemies. Rise up, O African ancestors, and let our enemies be scattered. and give us the wisdom and the boldness to deal with our oppressors and those who would hinder the liberation and empowerment of our people. Rise up, O African ancestors, and live in us, and we will not fail to honor you. We will not fail to respect you. We will not fail to hear you, and we will not betray you. Ashe, Yebo.
Now, brothers and sisters, we want to take the time to honor just a few of the great Africans who have gone ahead of us. We call forth their great African names and honor them. To pharaohs Narmer, Zoja, Sneferu, Khufu, Khafre, Menkaure, and the great vizier and physician and multi-genius Imhotep, we say Ashe. To Queen Nitocris, Queen Sobek Neferu, Queen Ahotep, Queen Amos Nefertari, Queen King Hatshepsut, Nefertiti, Queen T, and Queen Nefertari II, we say Ashe. To Menkepenra Tahuti Mays, known as Thutmose III, Amenhotep III, Akhenaten, Tutankhamun, Ursula Akra, Setepenra, Ramexu Meriamun, Ramses II,
we honor their African names.
Hannibal, and the great African warrior Shaka Zulu, we say
Ashe.
To all of the kings, queens, priests, and warriors of Nubia, Waset, Ethiopia, Kemet, Kenya, the Congo, Tanzania, Uganda, Central, South, and West Alkibu land, we say Ashe. To the more than 600 million Africans whose lives were lost in the European invasions of Africa and in the Middle Passage, we say Ashe. To the more than 300 million who have since lost their lives to racism and hate crimes, we say Ashe. To Harriet Tubman,
Ashe.
Frederick Douglass,
Ashe.
Mary McLeod Bethune,
Ashe.
Nat Turner,
Ashe.
Fannie Lou Hamer,
Ashe.
Sojourner Truth,
Ashe.
Carter G. Woodson,
Ashe.
Booker T. Washington,
Ashe.
Dr. Charles Drew,
Ashe.
Noble Drew Ali,
Ashe.
Benjamin Banneker,
Ashe.
George Washington Carver,
Ashe.
Bishop Richard Allen,
Ashe.
Bishop Charles Harrison Mason,
Ashe.
Howard Thurman,
Ashe.
Mother Mahalia Jackson,
Ashe.
the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garland,
Ashe.
Benjamin E. Mays,
Ashe.
Langston Hughes,
Ashe.
Medgar Evers,
Ashe.
Paul Robeson,
Ashe.
Dr. Martin Luther King,
Ashe.
Malcolm X,
Ashe.
Thurgood Marshall,
Ashe.
Mother Clara Hale,
Ashe.
Adam Clayton Powell,
Ashe.
the Honorable Elijah Muhammad,
Ashe.
Dr. Amos Wilson,
Ashe.
Dr. John Henry
Ashe.
Clark, Dr. John G. Johnson,
Ashe.
Dr. Shikanta Diop,
Yes, Dr. Yosef
Chancellor
Ben
William,
Yakinen,
Dr. George G.M. James,
Dr. Asa Hilliard.
Priest Lumumba,
Yes,
Kwame
Ashe.
Ture,
We honor their
Kwame
names
Nkrumah,
today.
Dr. Khalid Muhammad,
Ashe.
Dr. Jacob Carruthers,
Ashe.
Dr. Ishaka Musa
Ashe.
Badashano,
Ashe.
Brother Ray
Ashe.
Charles,
Ashe.
to our mothers and fathers,
Ashe.
our grandmothers and grandfathers,
Ashe.
to our great-grandmothers and great-grandfathers,
Ashe.
our brothers and sisters,
Ashe.
sons and daughters,
Ashe.
aunts and uncles,
Ashe.
nieces, nephews, cousins,
Yes.
all
Ashe.
those who have gone ahead of us
Yes.
and have made their ancestral transition to their life, deeds, legacy,
Yes.
and contributions, we say
Ashe.
Ashe. Again we say
Ashe.
Again we say
Ashe. Yebo. Ah. Sing along with me, Allahu Akbar. Come on. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillah. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillah. Those are Arabic words for the English words that say these words. God is great and he's worthy to be praised. I say hallelujah. God is great and he's worthy to be praised. Oh yes, family. I say hallelujah. So God make us one. We all should be one. And then the unbelievers will come and say, you are with us. God make us one. We all should be one. And then the unbelievers will come and say, you are with us. God, make us one. We all should be one. And then the unbelievers will come and say, you are with us. Oh, yes.
Welcome back to the show. I hope you enjoyed that. There was Brother Ray Hagan. He's a pastor of a church in St. Louis, Missouri, the African Village. Very intelligent brother. Google him and check him out sometime. Like we have said, this is what we call Black History Month. And some people wonder, say, why we only got a month? Well, whenever the Caucasians give you something, they give you what they want you to have. It's just like Martin Luther King's birthday. Martin Luther King's birthday is January the 15th, but we celebrate it on the 18th. What kind of injustice it is to a man who did so much for black people? Now, so-called Santa Claus birthday is December the 20th. It's Jesus. Well, Santa and Jesus, they the same. It's December the 25th. But you don't never celebrate that on December the 27th or December the 28th. You celebrate that on December 25th. And this is a mythological figure. But this brother did so much for black people. And they gave him a holiday. So if you're going to celebrate the brother's birthday, why don't you celebrate it on the day that he was born? Don't celebrate it on the day that they gave us. It's the same thing with Black History Month. You know, I celebrate Black History 365 days a year. I'm trying to accomplish something. I'm trying to learn more. I'm trying to think for myself and my people. So let's stop letting these Caucasian people give us what they want us to have. We disrespect Dr. Martin Luther King for doing things like that. Now, this brother sacrificed. He did more for me and you than Jesus ever could do. The Jesus of the Bible we talking about. Dr. King died for us. Why are you not with a cross with Dr. King picture on there? You'll be more respectful to the ancestor by getting you a cross and put Dr. King face on there like you got them pictures of Jesus. Put Dr. King on your cross. He died for you. He died for your right to vote. He died for your right to go to school with Caucasian people. He died for you to eat at the counter with white people. He died for a lot of things for you. So why not honor him the way you honor the man Jesus? And like I said, we call this Black History Month. 85 to 95% of black people got a Black History book in their house, the Bible. But most of us don't read to learn nothing about our history. And when you start reading a book, you don't start in the middle of the book or the end of the book. You start in the beginning of the book. But I done had more Christians. What's the first book of the Bible? Most of them don't even know. And that's sad. You profess to be a Christian and don't even know the first book of the Bible. And most of them don't know the last book of the Bible. Most pastors don't preach out the Old Testament. They preach out the New Testament. Why is this? What's the difference? I never could understand this. According to Jewish history, Adam is 6,600 years ago. Jesus was 2,000 years ago. How can 6,000 be old but 2,000 be new? How are you going to separate the book? The Bible only means books. It's different chapter of this book. That means it's many books in one book. So how can you separate a New Testament from an Old Testament if it's from God? But that's another subject. I'll get on to that. But like I said, we celebrate this month, as they say, Black History Month. Well, I want to ask you, where did Black History begin? What did it start at? I'm finna show you some pictures, and I want you to, if you want to, you can take note. I'm not trying to ask you to believe nothing. I want you to research it for yourself. And this coming up Thursday, if you got some questions, we're going to put the number up there. You can call in, ask different questions. But research first. Don't want to argue and debate just to start a conversation. Just research it. Because everything I present to you is facts. We can go and prove what we teach. And I talked to many Christian brothers. All these biblical figures in this so-called book you call Bible. We can't find none of them on earth. No bones or none of these people. That's what it is. It's stories. When we were young, our mama used to say, stop telling that story, boy. What she say? Stop lying. So these stories in the book to give a figure of what's happening in life. That's all it is. It's poetic, metaphor, different things to go by. So I want to present to you something. Brother Dice. Adam and Eve. If it's something showing on the screen right now, it's just a New Week magazine. It says in search for Adam and Eve. Now look at them pictures on there. See, Caucasian people, they know, most of them know the truth, but they want to keep us in ignorance. So if I want to start looking for and search for black history, I got to start within myself. The first two human beings on earth were black people. Now I'm looking at the picture, and they got a little Jerry curl, but we'll go for that. I know they didn't have no Jerry curl over in Africa, cold, hotter that weather is over there, but we're gonna go for that. But they said in the search for Adam and Eve, whenever archaeologists, anthropologists go looking for where they believe life began, they don't go to China, they don't go to Russia, they don't come to America, they don't go to Mexico, they don't go to Guatemala. Where do they go? L.B. Leakey, archaeologist. Archaeologist one who go digging for ruins, bones. When he went looking for the origin of man, he went to Africa. Why? Because all life began in Africa. All human beings originated from Africa. Some white scientists want to debate that. So what they did in this magazine right here, they went and got different women from different parts of the world and got the afterbirth. It's called mitochondrial DNA. And they dissected. And all the women's connected one woman. They called Eve. And she was a black woman. So when you look at all the people on earth, all the races you see on earth, all of them come from the black race. Every human being on earth come from the black race. Think if our children really know this about themselves. Think if they really know that their forefathers, who were black, made all human beings on this earth in Africa. Just think about that now. Now I'm going to show you the proof of this. Let's go to the next one, big brother.
Which one?
The one with the baby, the white baby, and the black parents. Now, look at this picture right here. These two black people got a blonde head, blonde hair, blue-eyed baby. White. It ain't no albino. We understand that we have albino, but this is a white baby. And when this sister had the baby, like me or anybody else, the brother said, this ain't my child. So they had to go do DNA tests. They had to do 3 tests. And the testing came back 99% this is child. That show you looking at Adam and Eve right there. You looking at Adam and Eve. So it ain't, you can research it, you can Google it for yourself. Black couple have white baby. Just Google that and it'll show you. This brother right here and his wife, the other 2 children are his children also. Now look at that. A white baby, not no albino child. Like I said, this is a blonde hair, blue eye, white baby. You looking at Adam and Eve right there. 2 white people can't have nothing but a white child. It's scientific, mathematic, genetic, impossibility for 2 white people to have nothing but a white baby. They can't have a red baby. They can't have a yellow baby. They can't have a brown baby. They damn sure can't have a black baby. So you looking at Adam and Eve. Now look at that now. Look at it for yourself. Now this black history right here. We ain't talking about no what Jesse Jackson, Oprah Winfrey, all them after we left the plantation. We ain't talking about that. We going all the way back to the beginning of time. Next slide, big brother. The tail. But now, I want you to look at this picture. What you think that is? A rat? A rabbit? This is Caucasian. But they said we was swinging on trees like monkeys. But now look at that baby, got a tail. Look at that. That's why they don't want you to know their history. See, that's why they can't challenge people like Minister Farrakhan. He know their history. He got them dead to the teeth. See, when they was up in Europe crawling on all fours, eating juniper roots, eating wild meat, raw meat. And that's why when you go into and want to eat a steak, now how they want their steak? Huh? How do they eat their steak? Rare. How do black people? Well done. But they want their rare because that's come from they inherited when they was in the cave. Now look at that baby. Most Caucasians are born with tail today. And the doctor cut them off. Now these pictures, this ain't been doctored or nothing like that. These real pictures of Caucasians with tails. When they was in the caves of Europe, just walking around all four, grunt. That's their history. But they want to tell you my history and your history, but they don't want to tell their history. But see, our history is a mystery to them. Go to the next pyramid, big brother. Now look at that sculpture right there. A pyramid. They got them on a dollar bill. See, that's how they steal what we did and say they did it. Because when we were growing up, when we look at Moses, according to what they say was in Egypt, Charleston Heston, Elizabeth Taylor, that's all we seen when we were growing up. White people. So when we see these people, we think Moses was white. Huh? All the pharaohs are white. These lies they taught us in school. These lies they showed us on TV. But you look at these pyramids. Just look at them. Black people built them. And they built them so mathematically perfect that the Caucasian or nobody on earth know how they built them. What you see on top of the ground is the same depth under the ground. They started building the pyramid from under the ground first. The pyramid is 450 feet high. Guess what? It's 450 feet deep too. These people mathematic genius, man. But this our real history. We built this. And some of the blocks of the pyramid was 100 tons. A ton is 2,000 pounds. So when I say 100 tons, you got 200,000 pound blocks. How did they move these blocks? How did they move them? Now think about this, brother and sister. How did they move these blocks? The Caucasian right today is scrambling, trying to learn how do they move these blocks. You know, like I said, we were running a little late today, and I want to just present 30 minutes of the show today. Be God will, the Thursday, we're going to start on time and everything, and I'm going to throw down. I'm going to bring some real black power just to show you how powerful we are as a people. Because we get miseducated in the school. And that's why we act the way we act. That's why we can't do nothing for ourselves, because we don't know ourselves. And all the pyramids on the top of the wall, it say, know thyself. And that's our problem. We don't know ourselves. So, like I said, I want to just do 30 minutes a day. Be God will. We'll be back, back this Thursday and start on time at 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So tune in and ask everybody else to tune in that you know. And I'm going to present you something that you never saw before. 95% of the people ain't saw what I'm going to present to you. You know, I know my brother, y'all call him Eddie, I call him Gray. I know he got something to talk about today. You know, and I want to send my condolences out to the family whose child got killed today. Peace, brother.